Day 87, the 24th of August. 6 a.m. wake up today. We have a bus to catch to Niagara Falls. We start with breakfast at the Golden Arches, one of the only places open that early. It was that or Tim Hortons, and Larry is making a point of not going there because they don't make proper coffee. We pick up a picnic lunch and get on the bus, which is a 2-hour drive to Niagara Falls, but it was a very pleasant drive. Once out of the city, we drove through vineyards most of the way. Once there, we bought tickets for the We Go bus. It's another hop-on, hop-off bus, as the entire falls area is huge and over 6 kilometres from one end to the other. For a Monday morning, there was still a large amount of people there, but such a relaxed, friendly atmosphere. We met Claire from England on the bus, and we stuck together for the Hornblower boat ride up to the falls.
That's the American side. That's the Canada side. Oh, look at the crowds coming up the walkway, all dressed in blue.
On the American side of the falls, they have the Maid of the Mist, and their raincoats are blue. On the Canadian side, we have the Hornblower, and our coats were red. In my mind's eye, I picture the red and blue boats broadsiding each other. It was quite comical at the time. This would be a great place to bring children for a week. There is so much for them to do here, and entertainment is huge.
Everybody gets a red rubbish bin to wear out here. We're all in our rubbish bags, including, what's her name?
Ruthie.
Ruthie, you're going to go on Facebook. Famous!
Yes, both the waterfalls are spectacular, and yes, we got drenched. That much water moving over the falls is far from a gentle spray. There was lots of lovely park-like grounds along the river, so we found a shady spot to consume our lunch. It was 28 degrees today in the shade, and from this distance the gentle spray from the falls was refreshing. Then who would want to join us for lunch? None other than Mrs. Squirrel. We were very good and did not feed the wildlife, only because she was not impressed with the lettuce we offered. We walked further up the river to discover the old building in the distance was a hydropower station from 1905, and we met Ray from America there. He was trying to find out what the building was also. We walked and we talked with him for a while, and he had us in stitches with quick humour and happy personality. Even though we used WeGo, we did a lot of walking and talking and looking and taking photos. Then we tried to book the walk behind the falls, but we were too late. All the tours were full for the day. It seems we should have gone there immediately we arrived. Not too disappointed, as the falls and the river were very spectacular on their own. A coffee was in order as we made our way back to the bus. Yes, Larry actually drank a cup of Tim Hortons coffee. I have it on photographic record. Points of interest? The photo opportunities from the boats are really nothing compared to what you get for free from up on the walkway. The boat trip was a bit of a non-event really. You put a raincoat on and you get wet. Without an underwater camera, you have to be very careful not to get your camera soaked. And there were so many passengers crammed on board that it's hard to get good photos even when you're away from the spray mist. Unless you're one of the first on board and get a spot at the edge of the boat, you'll have someone hold an iPad in front of your camera when you try to get a photo. Even if you are up front, it doesn't really make any difference to the iPad wielding loonies. They'll reach in front of you and block your view. We soaked up as much of the scenery as we could before boarding the bus back to Toronto. We arrived back later than anticipated as the traffic is backed up. Who would choose to live in a city? Then, you guessed it, it was time to eat again. But wait, the shops are still open. Let's go shopping. Finally, we got back to the B&B at 9 o'clock. That would be 9 p.m. It was a long day, but a great day. Goodbye, Canada. You have been very kind, gracious and generous to us.